what's up, Ink Boy here, and today I have some Icarus gameplay tips and tricks for you. In this video, we look at how to level up fast to level 99. So you've been running a few missions and you now realize that your blueprint choices weren't the best. Do not worry, because by the end of this video, you will know the absolute best way to grind those last levels, and you will be able to unlock almost all available blueprints. If at any point you find this video entertaining and useful, please take a few seconds to like and comment below, and if you want to join the grid, which is our Discord community, the link is in the description and pinned comment. Now, before we get into the thick of it, there is a few things we need to make clear. First, we will assume that you are not a brand new player. This guide is aimed at players level 25-ish and above. If you are a brand new player, I suggest you watch my level 0 to 30 guide, which will be linked at the end of this video and on screen at some point. I won't go into too much detail, but basically you go in the live wire terrain scan mission, you fell trees, sickle fiber and craft bandages until you reach level 10, and then you hunt wolves until level 30. Of course, the video explains every step in much more detail. Second thing we will assume is that you know your way around the game. What we're going to do here is not easy. Also, while we are at it, know that you do not need to grind all the way up to level 99. You can use this little guide just to get a few quick levels in if you need to unlock a few specific blueprints. Third thing we will assume is that you have spent plenty of points in the bow talent tree, which, by the way, is the absolute most useful talent tree in the game, second only to stamina talents. You can pull this off without bow talents, but it will be considerably harder and take longer. And if you need any proof of the supremacy of the bow, this is me one-tapping an elephant 200 meters away. But for real, the whole point of the bow is that you can take down creatures from a distance, which makes farming XP much faster. So the first thing you need to do is make your way to the end of the mission board. This is not really hard to do, it only takes time, and if you've played a bit, you are most likely already there. The specific mission we are looking for is a Voyager Recovery. But why this mission, might you ask? First, because it is a hardcore mission, which means 33% more XP. Second, the creatures are high level, which means again more XP. You can expect a median of 4,000 to 5,000 XP from predators. Thirdly, the mission is in the desert, which means open space, which means your targets will be easy to find and to take down. And lastly, we have everything we need right in the spawn zone: water, wood, shrubs, and a few caves. We can build our base right next to our pod, and our hunting ground is right in the spawn zone. So before we join the new prospect, do know that there is no respawns in hardcore missions. The only way to get back up is to have a friend pick you up. If you are playing solo, you will need to leave the prospect and start over. But for now, this is not a big deal because you basically just go back to the station with all your gear and no XP penalty. That being said, with all the changes the dev team does, I don't know how long this will last, and it will most likely change. And last thing before we drop, you absolutely need loadout items. I suggest at least a bow and a knife, but I personally wouldn't go with anything less than a bow, a knife, a pickaxe, an axe, a canteen, and an oxygen tank. So once you drop, and please do note the mission timer here, the first thing you need to do is craft around 30 stone arrows and set up a little hunting platform on the nearby stone cliff. To do so, craft one wood ladder and a wood floor, lay the ladder on a flat portion of the stone cliff, and place a trapdoor variant of the floor above the ladder. You can then climb up the ladder and go on the platform to escape predators. But be careful, elephants will be able to get to you. Once you get longbows and stone arrows, you will not need these platforms as much, but when all you have is stone arrows and a loadout bow, they will save your life. Your second task is to get a little base of operations running. This should take you about half an hour to set up. You will want a 2x2 base with a crafting bench to craft and repair longbows, a sleeping bag and campfire to sleep and cook food, an oxide dissolver to fill up your oxygen tank, a furnace to smelt copper, an anvil to make copper nails, and a carpentry bench to make sticks out of wood, because sticks are very hard to come by in the desert. You can find copper in a cave right next to the spawn zone. If you are unlucky, you can check another cave just a couple hundred meters away, but to be honest, I would just leave the prospect using the pod and restart until I find at least one copper node in the closest cave. Once your base is set up, it is time to grind. You will first need to craft a couple longbows. I always have at least 2 or 3 bows on me in case one of them breaks. When starting out, I suggest you place a few hunting platforms around your base and use them to down your first few creatures until you have a nice stack of bone arrows. Once you have around 100 bone arrows, you can start patrolling the spawn zone. The blue area on the map is the zone I hunt in, and the line is more or less the patrol route I took. I'd simply run in a circle and stop at my base to repair my stuff and do any required maintenance before doing another round. When starting, I suggest you focus on downing and skinning predators. Once you have around 300 bone arrows, you can start shooting at the other creatures. I don't suggest you go out of your way to skin animals other than predators, but if you happen to walk by the body anyway, it can be worth it to skin them also. A little tip when skinning animals: have a bandage in your hotbar. As soon as the skinning animation starts, double tap your bandage hotkey. This will prevent your knife from taking skinning damage, and it will also allow you to move and look around for incoming predators or make your way to the next skinning target. If a predator is coming towards you and you switch to your bow, do know that your bow will take damage if the skinning animation is not over. Will this be patched at some point? Most likely, so enjoy it while it lasts. So to give you an idea, I used this method to go from level 89 to level 99, and it took me about 3.5 hours. I wouldn't say I was chilling, but I believe I could have easily shaved half an hour by being more focused. And if we remove the 30-minute initial setup time, we are looking at about 2.5 hours per 10 levels, depending on your skill level and how sweaty you are, of course. And in my experience, this is extremely fast. And my favorite part about this technique, everything is happening in the spawn zone. So as soon as you grinded whatever amount of levels you want or need, you can quickly leave and go do other missions. And when you come back for more levels, the setup time is extremely short once you know what you are doing. If you've enjoyed this video and want to see more, please take the time to subscribe, like this video, comment below and share. Do not forget to join our wonderful community on Discord. Thanks for watching, thanks for your support, and we'll see you in the next one.